Alright guys, welcome back to another Arcade1Up Infinity Game Table video. Today we're here to now talk about Battleship. Battleship is another game that requires hidden information, just like our Scrabble video from yesterday. And Battleship plays a little bit differently because the hidden information is really only at the start of the game, not throughout the actual game, at least with the way this game is designed. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get into this video and show you guys how Battleship works. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and set up your notifications, as we'll be doing future videos this week and all the weeks going forward on some more gaming videos on the Infinity Game Table. Let's get into it.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, today I'm here to show you how Battleship is played on the Infinity Game Table. So we're here on the main screen here. You guys can see that on the left hand side here we have the games that we actually own so far. And then here the store is in the center of the Infinity Game Table. And you can see Battleship is one of the games in the actual store right now. So we're going to go ahead and tap on Battleship. And you can see when you get to Battleship on the main menu, you can see that you have some screenshots here to show you the game and then a little bit of a video to give you guys a little bit of gameplay of how it actually works. And then here, some instructions on what you guys can expect and some highlights from what the actual game has to offer. So we're going to go ahead and hit get here at the top so it starts downloading. Give that a couple of seconds to download. And then you can see when it's done installing, it shows up on the left-hand side of your screen here. So then we're going to go ahead and just hit on the Battleship icon. So you can see it says, welcome to Battleship. Tap the gear icon for settings and more information on controls and how to play. You can also view and add house rules to your game from the settings page. So we can hit OK on here. Clicking on the settings page to see what options we have. You can see we have music and SFX there for the options. We can look at the how to play if we want. Tells you how to play the game. And if there were house rules, I'm assuming they'd be in here. And then, like I said, you can go here, how to play, preparing for battle, gameplay, and stuff like that. So you can see that there. And you also have your game controls here, and then you can go back to the dashboard from here as well. Now, here on the main screen of Battleship, you can see that there's 3 different options here. You can play, save, or connect. Connect is if you want to be able to play online. So if you hit on the connect option, it will bring up your friends list. So if you're friends with other people and stuff, this is where it would show. And you can invite your friends to play a game right from here. And play a game together really easily right there. Saved icon right here is a game when you actually save in the middle of it, which I'll show you at the end of the video on how that same functionality works. And then here you can just hit play. So me and my wife are going to give you a couple of gameplay options here so you guys can see how this works. So we're going to go ahead and select who we're going to be here. And we drag our pieces to the circle. And then once they're dragged to the corner there, we go ahead and hit start game. Now, Battleship is an interesting game because obviously there is some hidden information when you first start the game because you have to be able to obviously place your ships without your opponent actually seeing. So for a game like this, where you're only going to be not seeing the information or not being able to see the information your opponent's doing for literally the first minute of the game, it tells you on the directions there, drag your piece to the board and rotate it with your finger below if you want to. So what you do is you basically tell your opponent to either turn around or close their eyes, whatever you want to do. So their eyes are closed, and then you basically just take your ships while they're not looking or turned around, and you can place them wherever you want. And like it said, if you want to drag these out here and then click the rotate, that will rotate the ship wherever you want it to be. And you can place your pieces anywhere you want, just like that. Once you're done, you hit ready. Now your opponent goes, they do the exact same thing. Now they tell you to turn around or to close your eyes for a second while they place all their ships out on the board. So now that we both actually played our turn here, now it's my turn to try and detect where her ship is. So we're going to go ahead and hit this right in the center. So it fires and it comes up with an animation that says you missed. Now it's your opponent's turn. They take a shot and they try to figure out where your ship is. Now it's back to my turn again. Now, what's cool about a game like Battleship also is that it does have rumble features, which obviously I can't show on the video here. But this table actually has a vibrating motor underneath. And you can actually, in some of the games, not all the games, but in Battleship is one of them, where while you're taking your turn, and when you actually hit, my table just vibrated because I had that hit. So you can feel the table kind of vibrate during a hit. So some of the games have this haptic feedback on the table with a vibrating motor housed underneath. So you can feel it on the table. So this is a really quick game because it's a quick back and forth game of trying to find the pieces here of where your opponent might be. I would have gone to every single corner except the one I needed to go to first. I think you guys can actually hear a little bit of that vibrating motor there. That gives you an idea of what you're expecting there. But obviously you can't feel it. But now you can see that the ship has been taken down. It vibrates completely. It says you sunk the submarine. Nice little animation. And then it goes to my side of the board as, you know, somebody who actually got that piece. So now it's back to my turn again. That was just a straight up lucky hit right there. Picked exactly where it was.
I never do well in this game.
And while you're going back and forth, you're trying to obviously 5 ships are total until you actually win. And let's say that, let me actually finish killing the ship then, and then I'll give you guys how to actually save the game if you guys were in the middle of a Battleship game. Even though these games are quick, if for whatever reason you needed to save, you'll see how that works here in a minute.
Oh, a miracle.
She finally hit one of mine, but I took out her big ship there. So you can see it, the guy said, you sunk my battleship, so that one's been taken out. So let's say we're in the middle of this match right now and we actually want to save the game. So what you do is you click on the settings icon there at the top, and this comes up, and this is actually where you can go into some house rules too, if the game supports it. So you can see house rule says right here, if you click on the little eye, it says each player shoots multiple shots per turn equal to the number of ships still remaining. So that's a quick way to play it, and that's a nice little house rule that you can play there if you want to. But if you want to save the game, then what you do is you go back to home, and you just hit the save icon. Now you can see it says Battleship Save Game. Shows little icons of how many people were playing, and now you're saved. Now don't hit the X button, because if you hit that X button there, you're going to delete your save game. But if you're done saving, go ahead and click that X here. You go back to the settings there, and now you can go back to the dashboard, and you're back at the main screen. If a future day comes by and you said, all right, let's pick up where we left off on Battleship, you go back to Battleship. Nice little intro animation, how Battleship opens up on the box there. And then you're back in here. And you click on saved. You can see here that the save game, and it gives you the date and everything. You just click play. Loads the game up for you. And then you can see exactly where we left off on whose turn it actually was when we were playing before. So guys, that's a quick overview of how Battleship works on the Infinity game table. If you guys have any questions about this game, leave those comments down below. And look forward to more videos coming out this week to show you guys more gameplay videos on how these games work on the Infinity game table. And thank you guys for watching. Till next time.